Okay, so this is the Belcom LS-102L that we did a video on earlier today, and oh man, have I spent some hours on this thing. I got impatient, and I'm still not there yet with it, I'll be very honest with you, but we do have it going into a dummy load at the moment on 28,490, and we have got it on sideband 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I suppose we really should be on upper sideband for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, let me tell you, these radios are very well known. By the way, I'm not using my tripod thing. I need to learn how to use it properly. I learnt that on the last video. That, geez, bit of work to do. Anyway, that's okay. I had a couple of good suggestions by you all. Hob, appreciated your idea. I reckon that might be a winner. Okay, so, sorry, just got a message come through, and I'm just getting rid of that. And I hope I don't kill my video. I forgot to turn the phone off. Anyway, we'll see how we go. All right, let me teach the world a little bit about Belcom LS-102Ls. There's not a lot known about them, and I know about as much as you could write on top of a postage stamp, but the little bit I do know, I would like to try and sort of get across. So, for all intents and purposes at the moment, we're on 28 megs. 28, as you can see now, lights up. And if we flick over to 29, hang on, we can go over to 29 megs, but 28,490. Now, the VCO is reasonably stable at the moment. We've just got a small signal going into it, but watch this. See that microphonic sort of sound? Okay, and that crackling sound? That is signs of things to still do. We're not there yet. But we essentially have it receiving and transmitting now. So now we're talking about fine-tuning. But your question should be, what was the problem? All right, that's a very good question. So let's turn this around on its side. As you can hear, the chassis is still very microphonic. You can hear, if I touch the chassis, hear those noises. Okay, should not do that. So we've got loads of things to play around and try and find out. All right. There's been a little bit of mishaps in here. We're still trying to work out why. There's sort of wires that are bare in here, and we had to redo all the wiring over here. Now, as I knock around this area here, it will lose lock. So once again, I'll just turn that down a little bit. But actually, when I turn it down, you can hear that crackling still. Well, that crackling is the VCO that's still giving some really strange issues. So, you know, I don't want to sort of say to you that this is finished, but what I can do is tell you that this situation in here, where they run a wheel around, very much like the VFO 230 and the VFO in the 430s as well, the Kenwood 430s. Probably better if I show the other side. We did a video one time about this, where basically disc runs around. See the serrations in the disc? Has a sensor up the top there, or in the bottom in this video, and etc, etc. So very old mechanical system really, but and as you can see, it's just dropped out there. Oh no, it hasn't, sorry. I reckon it'll be more that we've just come off frequency. No, it has dropped out. Let's have a little look. Yep, it has. So we still haven't got that adjustment 100% right yet, which is going to be interesting. Hang on, I'll just see if I can get that right for a sec. Okay, that's how fine the adjustment is on this whole system around here at the moment. Now we've cleaned up. This had just residue all over it, etc. This was just very, a little bit nasty, but you get that. And basically, we now have to try and find out why this thing is so microphonic, so touchy, and this is going to be a lot more time. There's going to be need to be spent, but it's showing hope. Definitely showing hope. But as you can hear that crackling noise, that's not a good thing. Okay, so now hear the VCO. Watch this. It's not. I was going to say a bit of grounding with my finger on the VCO before was really helping it. Yeah, it's really on the... Take that down a bit. It's really on the edge. And so don't get me wrong, there'll probably be a video 3 on this, but I just wanted to give a bit of a look at just where it's heading. There's still a fair bit of work to be done on this, but I think, with time we can get it there. Look, I must admit, I got a bit impatient, and no offence to my mate over in WA, it's just that he hasn't been available, and I thought, you know what, I got the afternoon free. Watch this, hit the desk. Starting to stabilise a bit at the moment, a little bit better. Yeah, and I thought, what the heck, someone's going to have to fix it. And I thought, well, time to learn something about the Belcom LS-102L, I suppose. But so far, we're getting a lot more out of it than what we got, from when it's arrived. I still think that a lot of the problem is the way they interface this VFO system into the VCO, and I've actually sent a message through to the chap in England that's had a bit to do with them before, mainly because his background on them is, largely much more extensive than mine, and he may come up with a couple of suggestions of what he's seen before. So turn that down. Actually, even when I turn it down, it's still crackling away. So it's definitely got a little bit of an issue there. But well, we're on our way to sort of seeing it. Just having a bit of a quick look. We'll take the generate mode off. Let's just have a look. What are we getting now? Hello 1 2. Hello 1 2. Hello. So yeah, 13, 14 watts. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3. So that's on 28,490 at the moment. And so look, we are getting there, but there will be more to follow. But I thought it'd just be nice just to sort of do a part 2 of where we're up to. And I envisage a part 3 will probably be a little bit about what else we found with the microphonic VCO, and also, just how to... I've got to be honest with you, this is still so touchy, you can hear it. And obviously that crackling sound. Strangely enough, when you put on an antenna, you don't notice the crackling sound so much. Now that is weird, but we need to get rid of that crackling, because that crackling it's kind of like an intermittent that's happening between the VFO and the VCO and PLL stage. There's something there in microseconds that's happening very, very fast, which is causing us. But I think we'll find there's an earth off somewhere, because as you can hear, it's coming through the speaker as I do that. Now, we've just lost VFO after doing that there, and I guarantee you that'll be in here somewhere. Let's have a look. And see how we lose lock? Now, there's got to be another got to be another issue. Even though we've been able to get this VFO working a lot better, there must be another issue happening in here. There it is there. Okay, actually, here you go, learn with me. Something's going on in this section here, right here. Now, it's either in this cabling loom or in that, still in the little VFO that they run. So we'll carry on with it. But we'll just call this part 2. Look, we're a long way, sort of from home, but we're a lot closer. Geez, that's really nasty, isn't it? That's not, and it's just cut out again. See, and that's that VCO again that's cutting out. And see how I can bring it back in again? So it's got a really nasty sort of fault that's going on in here. But I can actually get it to a position where it's a lot better. Now there is actually not bad. And I won't try and kid you, I'm sort of keeping it pressured in place. Anyway, so we'll keep playing around with it, and I'm going to need to pull this whole